Earth's neighbors Venus and Mars are the nearest planets to the Earth. Venus is closer to Sun than the Earth, while Mars is farther away. Each takes a different amount of time to circle the Sun, and we call this its year. A year on Venus is 225 days, on Earth 365 days, and on Mars 687 days. All we can see of Venus from space are the tops its clouds. They take just for days to race right around the planet. Venus is the hottest planet. It is hotter than Mercury, although Mercury is closer to the Sun and get more of the Sun's heat. Heat build up on Venus because it is completely covered by clouds that trap the heat, like the glass in the greenhouse. Venus has poisonous clouds with drops of acid that would burn your skin. They are not like clouds on Earth, which are made of droplets of water. These thick clouds do not let much sunshine reach the surface of Venus. Under its clouds, Venus has hundreds of volcanoes, large and small, all over its surface. We do not know if any of them are still erupting. Winds on Mars whip up huge dust storms that can cover the whole planet. Mars is very dry, like a desert, and covered in red dust. When space probe called Mariner 9 arrived there in 1971, the whole planet was hidden by dust clouds. Mariner 9 was the first space probe to circle the another planet. Since that time, more than 30 other crafts have traveled to Mars and several have soft landed, including 4 rovers. Mars has the largest volcano in the solar system. It is called Olympus Mons and is 3 times as high as Mount Everest, the tallest mountain on Earth. Olympus Mons is an old volcano, and it has not erupted for millions of years. Planet spot in GC if you can spot Venus in the night sky. It is often the first bright star to appear in the evening just above where the sun has set. Because of this, we sometimes call it the evening star. There are plans to send astronauts to Mars as soon as 2028, but the journey would take 6 months or more. The astronauts would have to take with them everything they need for the journey there and back, and for their stay on Mars. An enormous valley seems to cut Mars in half. It is called Valles Marineris. To the left is a row 3 huge volcanoes, and beyond them you can see the largest volcano, Olympus Mons. Comets, asteroids and meteors there are probably billions of tiny comets at the edge of the solar system. They circle the Sun far beyond Neptune and even Pluto. Sometime one is disturbed and moves inwards towards the Sun, looping around it before going back to where it came from. Some comets come back to the Sun regularly, such as Halley's Comet, which returns every 76 years. A come is often called a dirty snowball because it is made of dust and ice mixed together. Heat from the Sun melts some of the ice. This makes dust and gas stream away from the comet, forming a huge tail that glows in the sunlight. The solid part of a comet is hidden inside a huge, glowing cloud that stretches into a long tail. Comet tails always point away from the Sun, although it looks bright. A comet's tail is extremely thin, so it is blown outwards, away from the Sun. When the comet moves away from the Sun, its tail goes in front of it. Asteroids are chunks of rock that fail to stick together to make a planet. Most of them circle the Sun between Mars and Jupiter, where there would be room for another planet. There are millions of asteroids, some the size of a car, and other as big as mountains. Meteors are sometimes called shooting stars. They are not really stars, just streaks of light that flash across the night sky. Meteors are made when pebbles racing through space at high speed hit the two of the air above the Earth. The pebble gets so hot it burns up. We see it as a glowing streaks for a few seconds. At certain time of year there are meteor showers, when you can see more shooting stars than usual. Quiz 1. Which way does a comet tail always point? 2. What is another name for a meteor? 3. Where is the asteroid belt?